He's super fast. Oh, I think a bat just flew by. Or some other bird.
A what just flew by?
A bat.
Okay. It might have been the same bat that was in my garage last night.
Oh. Okay.
Because
Your garage is open.
I went to check if the garage was closed. It was. But when I flicked the light on, it disrupted the bat. Mm-hmm. It started going... And I did not want to let it in the house because I thought we were going to have The Office bat episode situation.
It just buzzed me like Maverick.
The bat?
Something did. Went... Shling.
A mosquito, maybe.
It was dark.
But I was sitting in between you. It didn't.
You were looking that way, and it went. Fling.
A bat did not go by you just now.
Something thick did. Moth.
It was the chocolate honey.
Triple C thick.
I want to address some feedback from the last episode.
You got comments?
Yeah. People were making fun of me for me calling myself an alpha.
What?
I know. And this goes back to a couple episodes ago. Is I really can't decide if I have alpha energy or beta energy. Because
Delta energy?
I have the I sometimes have the self-aggrandizement and self-interest of an alpha. Mm-hmm. But other times I have the self-hatred of a beta. And I'm whatever the combination is between the two, I think. I flip between.
Oh, trans energy.
I'm trans. Let's see. Alpha, beta. What am I?
Alpha. Well, I don't know. What are your pronouns?
Trans Greek.
Trans. Rush.
Rush? Trans Rush Week.
Trans.
I don't know.
What is that thing called? What are those called?
The Greek alphabet?
What's the Greek alphabet called?
Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, beta.
What? Oh.
The what?
Either Euclidean or Euclidean.
Oh, Euclidean.
The Euclidean alphabet.
Because that's something in music, I thought, too.
The 4th century BC.
Euclidean alphabet.
Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, z, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon.
It is P, not pi.
P, chi, psi, or is it C? What?
Chi, C-H-I.
Oh, P, key, C, psi.
What?
PSI.
Oh, but you actually pronounce the P. Psi.
Psi. Omega. Look at the lowercase omega.
Dude, I know.
Badonk.
What do you think you are? Alpha or beta? They have all kinds of ones now. I said theta in the last episode just as a joke, but then I was like, I had seen some other ones recently.
I'm going to say delta personality. Delta male is the most common type in the socio-sexual hierarchy.
Socio-sexual?
Oh, this says there's 6 male personalities.
Okay.
Okay, alpha male, confident. We know that one.
Well, I was just going to say there's so many weird definitions. On YMH, there was a girl on TikTok who had emojis as her pronouns, and it was tooth. It was a tooth emoji in tooth self, and it was called like
self.
And
wolf and wolf self or something.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. And it was like they called it like neo pronouns or something.
Yeah,
and it was just like
we talked about this before. Some scientists and
there's just like subgroups
are saying that emojis are a future language or a type of language.
Yeah, it's cuneiform.
Like the
cuneiform, man.
Like the Egyptian hieroglyphs. And also GIFs. They're saying GIFs are a form of language because people can use them to communicate, and everyone knows what they mean.
Wait, what did I just pull cuneiform out of? What is that?
Cuneiform. That was one of the original writings, I believe.
Yeah, give me 6 male
personalities: Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Omega, Delta, Sigma. Alpha, confident, outgoing, leader, charismatic. Beta, friendly, reserved, submissive, loyal. Gamma, adventurous, eager, aware, empathetic. Omega, self-assured, driven, intelligent, diversified interests. Delta,
diversified interests.
Delta, resigned, resentful, self-sabotaging, lonely. Sigma,
wait,
cunning.
What was that one?
That's Delta. Delta was resigned, resentful, self-sabotaging, lonely.
I don't know why that's funny.
Sigma, cunning, self-confident, likable, calculated. And it goes deeper into all of these. Is there something you want to know more about?
No. It sort of reminds me, besides Delta, which is... it sounds like the guy who wrote these was a Delta who hates...
This is a girl who wrote this for sure.
Who hates alphas because the Delta and the Alpha are so specific.
Okay. Brandon Gale.
Yeah, the Delta and the Alpha are so specific, but all the other ones are so varied. It reminds me of like a horoscope of like, you could just like pick whichever one you want to be.
Yeah. I'd say definitely not Sigma or Gamma because I'm not empathetic.
Oh yeah, what's Gamma?
That's adventurous. I'm not eager, aware, and empathetic.
No. I feel like I'm empathetic, but not the others.
I feel like maybe somewhat Omega, self-assured, driven, intelligent, diversified interest, with the lowest one being driven.
Yeah. Omega, swap driven for...
Or Sigma, cunning, self-confident, likable, calculated. But I don't think I'm calculated. Will often pause before reacting to questions so that he can come up with a reason that's either well-spoken or funny if the situation calls for it. Okay, maybe that. If it's thinking about being funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people were messaging and leaving comments about how I wasn't an alpha, and I wasn't saying I was an alpha, but sometimes putting off alpha energy. You can put off alpha energy sometimes.
Yeah.
Even if it's not the correct Euclidean designation for yourself. Mm-hmm. You can...
I'm sure iota would be a great one too.
It's kind of like the Enneagram where you have your number and then your wing.
Mm-hmm.
So your Euclidean...
Like you have a capital letter and then maybe a lowercase letter.
Exactly. You have a capital and then a badonk.
My lowercase is definitely the badonk.
You know what's crazy is actually the sorority and fraternity stories. Like
I'd never hear any positive from it, except for maybe like some people that
just
are
like the friends you make.
That's it.
But it's
we were in the fraternity together.
But it's like you can make friends doing anything.
Yeah.
The guys who played like ping pong every. Me
and Sean Pesh and Doug Archuleta
2 nights a week are just as good as friends as people who
The frat
drowned
guys,
each
yeah.
other in a gallon of vodka.
Yeah, or made them do horrible things. I heard about this girl.
Naked, yeah.
They made them wear mayonnaise in their hair, like as hair
Oh,
gel.
yeah.
Did I tell this already?
Maybe. Or maybe I just
for
heard
like
it.
when it was like hot outside. Like
Ugh,
I forget
that's
what school it
disgusting.
was. This one girl said she cheated and she'd go and take a shower and then put gel in her hair.
I know, but
But
it's just
then
like,
maybe there are stories that I feel like maybe I've heard something where it's like they were in a fraternity and they like got maybe like a job or internship from it because that
Oh, yeah,
person,
yeah, yeah,
like
yep.
some of the like donors
Yeah.
like had jobs
right.
or whatever to give. But other than that, no.
But again, that's
positives.
another thing. Like at a big school, it's like like if you're in the business program, that business program is connected to business, leaders and former alumni
right.
and stuff. So
And so yeah, if you're in that business, it's like a frat that's like all business guys.
but yeah, it's like they're having to cancel like Greek life at all these schools because people die every year.
Yeah, hazing,
Honestly, if you want to
shoving
be
broomsticks up their butts.
no, if you want to be involved in something and the potential outcome, if you don't make it is you die, it's like
Yeah.
that's not something
The only reason I want to
be.
be in one is I want to go to a Southern Black college and be in one of those stomp lines. You seen those?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, talking about like Nick Cannon and stuff.
That was drumline.
That's drumline.
But have you seen the ones where they're like in a crowd and all of a sudden one guy just starts yelling? He's like, ah, yeah. And then they all like come out of nowhere and form a line and start doing their dance.
I mostly see the ladies doing the stomp, but yeah.
I saw a cool one where actually it was at a graduation, so there was a bunch of families there, and like some of the dads and stuff got in the line. They still
that's cool.
like knew it from when they were in the same fraternity as their
It's
sons.
like the same thing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was fun. Not as cool as a haka.
That's kind of old for me now.
Hakas?
Yeah.
It depends on the haka.
Yeah, you see him, and then every like Olympics or freaking
Those are the basic
World
ones.
Cups.
Those are the
and-
basic ones. You got to see the ones that are at the funerals and the weddings and stuff like that.
Ugh,
Those are the
I
real
don't
ones.
think I could watch that. Weddings, yes, maybe. Why are you hawking at your wedding? That seems like
Because there was
overkill.
this cool haka, and they had the translation on the video, and it was talking about like this dad sending forth his son, and it was like, I believe in you, you can do it, but if anything happens, I support, like, I'm here for you, blah, blah. It was cool.
Yeah, but did they still do the zoom in on their face and they're like their veins are popping and they're
Yeah.
like ah!
Yeah.
and all that stuff?
Yeah. For the culture.
No.
But that was like a real traditional old haka. Like they have words.
Yeah.
They have words to them.
I'd just rather my dad be like, "Hey, I love you." I mean, my dad can't dance. My dad falls off boats and stuff.
I've been waiting for Dogs Get a Song.
Oh, Dogs Get a Song. That was from forever ago.
I know, it's been in there.
That was from forever ago, and that was from. I think that was from Nationals,
Yeah.
and it was the night where it was like the Champions Night or something like that.
The top 10.
Yeah, it's top 10.
Dogs Get a Song. You get to play a song while you're out there showcasing.
Yeah, and I can't remember what my exact thought is, but I was just thinking like it's just funny because like if you think of like a baseball player
Yeah.
when they pick their walk-up song or whatever.
Exactly what it's like.
So they're picking their walk-up song and
and
a lot of them are like
some were good, and then you get some that are like The Climb, Miley Cyrus, or something like that.
Yeah,
And you're
some-
just like, ugh.
some are like okay, well, for one, that's a great song, but
But it's overdone as like a montage song.
Yeah. And so, like, if a baseball player, they're like Metallica, or some like the
Yeah.
Latin players might be like a crazy like samba song that sort of gets them like loose and
Or like
excited.
a Pitbull song.
Pitbull. I don't know about Pitbull, but
What? He's Mr. Worldwide.
But it's supposed to get them hype or in a mood or get
Yeah.
the fans cheering or something to give them a little energy
Yeah.
for their at bat. Or maybe it reminds them of, being a kid and playing like maybe it's a song they listened to when they were a kid.
This
to get them
was
so
Aurealis Island Nights, and he did Sky Full of Stars by Coldplay.
So I think it's so funny because it's just like, it's like 100% like meaningless to the dog.
Why not? Why?
I mean, dogs have ears too. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
you always see dogs singing along with the piano and stuff.
When the dogs, how about when the dogs?
The guitar.
No. How about when the dogs, they train them to hit those buttons on the floor?
No, they don't train it. That's their language.
No, it's not. They're trained. That's how they do.
That's how you talking about Bunny that lives in Tacoma?
What, does it live in Tacoma?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Bunny the doodle, black and white doodle that has the plethora of buttons.
Oh man.
That's literally being studied by colleges. It's in Tacoma.
I think I've seen another one that's not that.
I've seen one. It was they trained their dog or cat, and all the buttons are like, "I'm hungry, bitch," or stuff like that.
Wait, is it real or do somebody put like?
No, that's really what they record. Like, because the people make the buttons
Right.
using
Yeah,
their
yeah.
voice, and they
Right.
record the buttons. So this person just recorded a bunch that were like, "I need to pee, bitch," and so it just goes up and pushes the button.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, if you haven't seen these videos, I mean, this one with the Bunny, which is a stupid name for a dog.
Yeah,
But
it has.
how many buttons are on the floor? Like
It probably has
40?
a lot. Yeah, it started with just like 10.
Yeah.
In the heat of COVID.
It's sort of similar to
But now, did I send you the one that was like the existential crisis where it's like,
yeah, okay, that's what I'm getting to.
They're
Hold
gonna
on.
die.
So if you haven't seen these videos, they put 40 buttons on the floor and they have like certain
How long till Bunny gone?
yeah, certain words. Oh my gosh, that was almost too much to handle. So they have certain words on them, and it's similar to sort of like teaching Koko sign language, you know, except the
TikTok
smaller
is called
vocabulary.
What about Bunny? That's
And
the
so
page.
they teach these dogs to like, instead of like your dog, instead of like maybe like a normal person's dog, like
here's an example.
walk over to the door and nudge the bell to go pee, or your dog learning to like say, like when people get annoyed and say
There's like that Australian Shepherd that like has like 100 stuffed animals and it knows them all by name.
oh yeah, that's cool. Or like how a dog knows, like if you're having a conversation, like I'm having a conversation with Will, it's like, oh yeah, I went for a walk the other day, and your dog like starts freaking out in the corner because it hears walk. That's because your dog is stupid, but yet smart enough to understand the word walk. And it's like that on steroids. But then because we are anthropomorphizing dogs, like the dog is just learning, it gets certain things when it presses the buttons in certain orders.
And that's what I thought at first, until now it has like 50 buttons on the ground. I'm still not convinced. I'm not convinced, but I'm saying it's, at first I was like, BS, you know, they want treats or pets or whatever. But now it's way more. Here, let me play an example.
But that's what I'm saying. They're smart enough to learn a diversity of responses.
Yeah. Here's a bunny talking to her mother. So it's back and forth.
Wait, you're not going to play the ending one that we want to get to?
No. Okay. This is Bunny and mom talking via buttons. So sometimes the mom presses the buttons as she talks.
Well, yeah.
But then the dog presses them back.
How would they learn otherwise?
Hi, Mom. Hey. Hi, friend. How are you? I love you. Hi. Love you, buddy. Hey. Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of hard to tell who's pressing which buttons. Bunny presses mom. Hi, mom. And then she goes, oh, hi. And then she goes, I am mom. That's what the mom presses. She presses the buttons to talk back to her.
Oh my God.
And then she goes,
This is too much for
the
me.
mom says, I love you, bunny, via buttons. I love you, bunny, via the buttons.
Oh, she
And then,
said that via buttons?
Yeah. And then the cat meows in the background.
Uh-huh.
And then he goes, hi, cat.
Oh.
Or she goes, hi, cat.
It goes, hi, cat.
I don't know its pronouns.
I'm mom.
She goes, oh, yeah. She says, I'm mom. And then the dog presses friend. Hi.
Hi, friend.
It's
How
just
are you?
friend. It's not even mom. She's trying to say
I love
she's
you.
mom. He's like, whoa, friend.
Oh, yeah. So you just heard the cat in the background. So then it says, hi, cat. And so they live in Tacoma down by the water. So
But if you train it to do cat,
a lot of times it's saying, it says beach now, or beach today, or beach yesterday. Because they go to the beach for their
and
walks.
that's what I'm saying. It's like they learn walk, or they learn. There's Pavlov's dog is a phrase in the zeitgeist for a reason.
Yeah. They're very teachable.
We don't say,
For reward.
We're not saying dogs are stupid. The more and more we learn about science and stuff, we are learning how much these animals,
They're all about rewards and food.
how much they're able to retain, how much they know.
And so we know this now about Bunny. And what about the one I sent you?
Now,
To change your mind?
Now, there was a video that Will sent me that my response to the video was kill me. That was,
Oh, yeah.
and I wasn't putting myself in the dog voice.
Oh, I think I read it as the dog.
but that is, I didn't even think about that till now, but that is actually funny. But no, that was actually me, because I hate this kind of stuff. First of all, that lady's voice just
Sucks.
it just really
And
bothers
if you
me.
saw her face, also sucks.
It just,
No offense.
I think all women are beautiful, but this, and all women's voices are beautiful, but
Her face matches her voice.
if I can imagine well, then she's probably cute. Because to me, it's a cute voice, but it's just annoying. Show me what she looks like.
I'm working on it.
It's just so, a person who is so, to me, it's like so overly in love with their pet. They're willing to, she's fine.
Fine.
They're willing to overly ascribe some kind of personality to their. She looks like, who's the
Florence on the Machine.
I was gonna say Chelsea Manning.
I can't think of who that is. What she looks like.
Just Google it real quick.
But yeah. So get back to the dog.
So what's so annoying is her voice, and she's not doing scientific research, although now she is. Apparently, the college is coming to her home and whatever.
Chelsea Manning, is that something?
Just look.
I'm looking and I'm getting confused.
They went to jail.
Got a confused boner.
So, anyways, but then Will sends me this video. Can you play it again? I just forget the words, but I said, kill me.
Oh, it's going to take me a while to find that.
Oh, man.
But
You sent it to me. Just
Well,
scroll up until it says, until
okay,
you
well
see
then-
kill me.
cut this because it's going to take a second.
Okay, we've located the video.
If you want to see the video, go to What About Bunny video 7 on 11 is when they posted it. She says when oh yeah, she has a button that's just question mark, and so the sound it makes is And it's just question mark. So she puts it on the end of things.
Yeah.
So she said, when?
When what?
She pressed the buttons, no bunny. The dog's name is Bunny.
No bunny? What do you mean? When no bunny? What do you mean, Bubba?
What do you mean, Bubba?
When are you going to die?
So immediate pause right there.
Objection leading.
Exactly. When are you gonna die?
Objection leading. So she's double checked.
What if he was like looking for the treat button? He's like,
He missed.
he's like, I'm just hungry.
He literally
when am I
has
gonna die?
He has so many buttons.
When are you gonna die?
Hold
Oh
on.
my gosh.
No bunny?
And so she asks, when are you going to die? And she says, when no bunny? And then there's a short time lapse while the dog's literally just standing over the buttons thinking.
Love you.
And the dog just presses, love you.
I love you.
It's
I
probably,
love you, Buns.
And then walks away.
I'm sure that because the lady's face was just like, what?
So the dog hit when question mark and then hit no bunny and then just said, love you.
That does kind of sound like a kid though. Like, Mom, when am I gonna die?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not gonna die, sweetie. Okay, love you. Then they go outside.
Have you ever seen those stories? You like their kid walks in
Yeah.
to their bedroom at night and says something weird like that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I just lose it at that. Those kind of people.
I don't know. I've followed Bunny for a long time once I found out they were in Tacoma.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then at first I was like, oh yeah, it's getting reactions. It's wanting the reaction.
Yeah.
But then there's videos where there's less reaction, or there's videos that sometimes the ones that get me are the ones that have to do with time, where it's like tomorrow dad will, or like yesterday dad did blah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yesterday dad beach, something like that.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that like throw me off to make me question it more. I do want to see the outcome of this, because she's submitting all the videos to like a study.
Yeah.
Um,
That is a good question. Like, what concept of time do animals have?
mm-hmm. There
Yeah.
was not about time, but just animals and responses. You mentioned Koko.
R.I.P.
I don't know if it was specifically Koko RP, but I had a ex-cousin that worked at the Eastern Washington gorilla. They have a gorilla thing.
Ex-cousin? You still call them your cousin, though?
What else are they? A person?
They're a cousin of the ex. They're
Yeah,
not your ex-cousin.
Ex-cousin. Well, cousin of my ex? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, let's get Tammy in here. She's a cousin expert.
Okay. But she was working in college at the gorilla place there, Ape House, Eastern Washington, doing the sign language stuff. And
Oh, I thought that was a TikTok house.
Hype House.
The Ape House. Welcome to the Ape House. It's got like big chains. It's
Bape.
like the 90s.
Vape House.
Oh, I thought you said Vape House.
Vape Nation.
Niche.
So she's talking, or she's like with this gorilla, and it keeps going like treats or food, like, you know, something like that, like snacks, bananas, whatever it is. And she's like, no, like, because they're doing something else, working on something else. No snacks right now. No snacks.
I kill you.
And then it goes, you're dumb. It did like, you stupid. Because she like wasn't getting the snacks. So she always laughs. She says, yeah, I got called stupid by a gorilla.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's funny. Well, I just saw a video the other day. It's like, this one always pops up for some reason, but it's like,
The Kool-Aid one from Two Bears.
no, that one too. But somebody is like cutting a cheese stick, and then they cut it like really like imbalanced, so it's like 1 inch is like 1 inch, and
Declan's gum.
string cheese. What did I say? Cheese stick. Yeah, people know what I'm saying. String cheese.
Declan's gum.
Yeah, exactly like that. It's like 1 inch here on the end and like 5 inches here on the other end, and then the big dog takes it, and they look like they're taking the big
Oh, I just saw that.
5, but then they go over and hand it to the little dog,
Yeah.
and then they take the small bite. Or
Trained. I saw that one. I say trained. They're
Yeah.
trained to give the first piece, no matter what the size, to someone else.
yeah,
And then they still get a treat. They
But-
still get a reward.
I think when we see animals doing things that we think,
Yeah, we
think-
humanize it.
yeah, we think they're human, but it's just like it makes you think, what makes us human?
Or
But
anamorphize, or whatever you said earlier. Animorphs.
anthropomorphize. That's definitely. We could think of a better word for that.
Yeah. There's also that term. There's a term for humans. They see faces and things.
Oh yeah,
Like when you see faces like in a tree or a rock
like
or
your
clouds.
Jesus toast or whatever.
Jesus toast, yeah.
Yeah, what is
Cheeto.
that?
Abraham Lincoln Cheeto.
Yeah, but it's like
Mother Mary tomato.
when you see animals like caring for their child in a certain way, whether it's a puppy or whether it's a dolphin or whether it's a whatever, and it's like, oh, they're so human-like, but really we just have to adjust our idea of what an animal is.
Yeah, maybe we're dolphin like.
And it's like, well, then what makes us special and unique?
Yeah, what makes us special? Or are we all just a bunch of carbon?
Dude, we're stardust. Drops of Jupiter in her hair. Shout out last week.
Shout out. What's his name? David Bowie.
Shout out David Bowie in your painted face.
Shout
Dude,
out.
I never cared for David Bowie.
Me
I'm gonna
neither.
Put it out there.
Me neither. Here's another unpopular opinion. Apple Watches suck. And here's why. It's 99% looks. I don't know much about the operation, but here's what I keep seeing that bothers me. You have your Apple Watch on, and you're like dressed up for like some, interview, wedding, whatever. You're bridesmaid. You're up there in your dress.
This is weird because
And you're wearing
think
this Apple Watch.
I think the look is the only thing I'm into.
No, to me, you look like a spy kid. Remember that?
Yeah, dude.
Meghan Trainor's husband.
I know.
The lady today looked like a hospital bracelet. I was like, oh, great. We got a hospital person on the train. No, it was Apple Watch. And then you got people doing this all the time, doing the flicking the wrist.
Oh, I know.
And
That's.
then they got people doing this all the time.
Oh, I never seen him
Smacking
smack.
it. They smack it to lock it or something like that.
What do you do like this? That scroll up.
I think it
No?
like exits the.
Uh,
It goes like to the main menu or something when you flick it.
I just see people doing this and they're scrolling.
Yeah.
Reading their thing.
Yep, I've seen that.
Doot.
But here's the deal: their phone's in their pocket while they're doing
I
it.
know.
And so it looks ridiculous. Number one, it looks ridiculous. You look like, I don't care what strap you get, unless you maybe get one of those high-end
Dude, you
metal
gotta
straps.
Stay strapped.
I've yet to see the fancy metal strap one. All these rubber straps. You look like you got a little kid hospital Timex on. And you're flicking your wrist. You're staring at a 1-inch square screen.
I know. Yeah. if they just tell time, I think they look kind of futuristic.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff
like the Samsung watch it's a circle. It looks like a clock 90% of the time, and it does a couple other things that I'm aware of.
This actually brings up a good point. I know we're at the end of the episode, so maybe I should.
So that's my unpopular opinion.
Well, I was gonna say,
and my pro tip: if you are dressing up for anything, if you are going on a date, if you are going to a wedding, if you are going to an interview, take off the Apple Watch.
Oh yeah, you definitely look worse if you're trying to make a good impression. If you're just trying to like be cool and just hang out, then I say the Apple Watch has just a cool tech vibe to it. But the use,
I say it doesn't.
The use of the Apple Watch in any circumstances just negates any of.
Here's the 1% I do like: health monitoring.
Yeah.
Minus you saying, I gotta fill out my circles, I gotta finish off my circles. Oh, you know what, I'll take the stairs, gotta finish off my circles.
Mike Pence is gonna track my period. And
oh yeah, turn off your Apple Watches, they're gonna find you, they're gonna hunt you down, put you in jail if you had an abortion.
I haven't seen people flicking it that much, but I don't know that many people with them.
Oh, they flick it, they smack it,
Bop it.
They bop it, they twist it, and then they stare at it really intently with their glasses pulled down on their nose, trying to read it.
It just, yeah, I think the use of it just looks so dumb.
And then they still, people, especially older people that can't use their phone and have a conversation or listen to literally anything else besides what they're looking at on their phone.
I'm sort of like that, but yeah.
Now imagine it's just a watch and you're standing there for 2 minutes just like this, and someone's trying to, hey, Steve, can you? And you're just there like,
I know. Some things have to be free from technology, and I'll give my little 2-cent thing on this, and I know we're done. But I have a weird thing about, I take my physical Bible to church with me, and I will tell you why. Even though I have the Bible on my phone, and I even like enjoy reading it on there, and that's fine. What are you doing? Glow.
The glow.
And I don't even mind. I have an app that does not take up very much space on my phone and things like that, and I enjoy it for the occasional. But to me, there is something about my phone is like full of like short-term life. I mean, it is like how I stay connected to people, maybe like through an app or something, or texting. But I just feel like everything you do, like scrolling through TikTok, scrolling through memes, texting people quickly, looking at stuff on Reddit, finding stuff on Pinterest, seeing what the latest news, seeing if Travis is out of the hospital and how is his pancreatitis.
He's at the beach wearing his long socks and Converse.
So I'm doing all that kind of stuff on my phone, and it's like, it's quick. A lot of it's meaningless, and
time wasting.
My brain learns. I have kind of like picked up on that lately. My brain learns to like disengage from it. It's just all,
it takes it in, but it holds it like in like a whole.
Yeah.
It's like not 100% in.
So it's like, I do want some things in my life, and the watch sort of reminds me of that. Or like my interactions.
I finally just got this watch.
Or me complaining about like going to Costco. It's just like, I want to have some like meaningful little like points of contacts in my life, whether that is through a Bible or whether it is like a person who's face to face with me or something, or not having a watch. At least you can stick your phone in your pocket. It's not the problem with the watch to me is like the temptation is always there to always look at it. And if you see somebody with an Apple Watch, that's what they're doing all the time. They can't miss any text message. They can't miss any little flash on their phone, a little buzz. They're looking at it 10 times more than even they look at their phone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like if it's in your pocket and you know you get like a text, it's like, oh, I can look at it and then bin it. But sometimes you're just like, oh, I check it. I can check it.
Yeah, it's like I want to treat some things in my life as like meaningful little points of, you know, when Michael, what did he say? And what did he say?
What?
Bunny?
Bunny?
When Bunny, what did he say?
When no bunny?
Yeah, when no Michael is the question.
Yeah, when no bunny? Hmm?
When no bad brothers, and I would say right now because this is the end of the episode.
It is, and I really have to go pee. Which was throwback. Catchphrase.